Botox injections were once feared by many, but are now as accepted as laser hair removal. Here to talk about the world's #1 non-surgical cosmetic procedure is Dr. Philip Kritzinger from York Vein and Laser Clinic. You're watching Daily Web TV. Age is just a number, especially with today's clever use of Botox. Dr. Kritzinger is here to explain why. Dr. Kritzinger, a lot of people are still very uncomfortable with the idea of Botox.
They really shouldn't be. I can understand why. Botox is actually, it's a neurotoxin, it's a poison. But if you think about any drug, they're all poisons. If you take too much of it, you've got troubles. If you take the right amount, you've got a nice therapeutic benefit. Botox is no different. It actually is a little bit different because the therapeutic range for Botox is huge, the safety profile. You need about 100 times more than a regular dose of Botox to get into trouble. That's safer than Tylenol. It's safer than blood pressure drugs. It's safer than anything out there.
That puts it in good perspective. So Botox, how does it actually work? What is it doing?
It is a neurotoxin, so it's binding at the end of nerves to stop the nerve impulse from going to the muscle. That results in the muscle completely relaxing. The muscles we most commonly do are the frown lines, the smile lines around the eyes, and the forehead lines. So when you freeze those muscles up, they can no longer make the lines, and they're so relaxed that any lines that are there actually soften substantially. They can almost disappear.
Is that instantaneous?
It takes a couple of days. Most people can see something happening within a day. Most people get the full effect in 3 to 4 days. It can't take as long as a week.
Where else can you use Botox to really take a few years off of your face?
Well, the most common places are here,
right.
here. You can do the little bunny scrunch lines in here. There's a treatment where you can do the turn down, corner turn down. You can relax the muscle there that pulls and bring the smile line, sort of the lip up more even. We can do some things in the neck.
In the neck?
Yeah, little
really?
Sort of wattly things we start getting here. They're the result of platysma bands. A little thin muscle coming down the neck. So in early cases of that, we can freeze that muscle and eliminate those little saggy pieces of skin. In later cases, it's skin sagging and the Botox is no longer effective.
So a lot of people I know are using Botox as a preventative.
Yes.
And I hear about this a lot. Do you recommend that?
When you're using Botox, there are two effects it's having. There's a therapeutic effect, meaning it takes away the line that you're seeing. And there's a preventive effect. As long as the muscle that created that line is no longer moving, the line can't get any deeper. So there's a prevention effect, and there are a couple of spots where we use it almost exclusively for prevention, but it's not common. I mean, we're getting therapeutic results and prevention out of virtually every Botox treatment we do. Amazing.
Now, what is the expected length of time someone can expect from the benefits of a Botox treatment?
Botox in the first year should last somewhere around 4 months each time you do it. If you stay with it regularly, the muscle that's being injected atrophies. It gets weaker and weaker. In the second year you do it, the effect will quite often last you as long as 6 months because the Botox, although it wore off at 4 months, the muscle is now so weak it can't make that movement. And after about 2 months, the muscle builds its strength back up again, the movement's back again, it's time to do Botox. So in the second year, quite often people are doing it twice a year.
Wow, so it gets actually more affordable as time goes on.
Much more, and actually quite often we're using a lot less Botox, about 20% less Botox in the second year.
Are most people happy with the results? Do they find that the results are natural looking?
Oh yeah, Botox has one of the highest satisfaction rates of any cosmetic procedure. It's very, very high. Of course, you have to have the right candidate. When lines are much too deep, there's not much you can do with them. There are other things that are needed besides Botox.
Well, if somebody wants some more information about Botox, how can they get a hold of you?
They can go to our website, yorkvein.com. Lots of useful information on there.
Thanks for the great information. Is there anything Botox can't do? Yes, next time we'll talk about fillers. Keeping you informed, I'm Sheila Clark, and you've been watching Daily Web TV.